Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, and I've just realised that whole time I've just been chatting, my mic has been muted. So apologies for that.
Sector
Welcome to the stream.
Alert. A large sandstorm is
I'm not going to repeat everything I've just said, but cut a long story short, we're going to go off and do some missions now. And you would hear me rambling on as you've seen some new things that we've got in the house, or base, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we've got new fabricators for weapons, survival stuff, and clothing, essentially, so all good there. We'll just wait for this sandstorm to finish, and then we'll make a move. Looks like it's passed, so that's it. Should be good to go. Just make sure I've got everything I need. Oh yeah, we made one of these as well. Look how much water that carries. That means I don't have to carry like 3 containers for water anymore. I can literally, what I carried 3 containers for is all carried in that. Overall, it's less in my actual backpack, even though my backpack looks really full considering there's hardly anything in it. But again, we've made a large block sack. We've still got 2 medium ones. The large one doesn't quite equate to blood sacks, but it's not far off, so I've gone down to 3 of those. We're now on heavy darts because we've got a new tier 4 gun, which this tier gun is really good. No more shield, guys. This is like anti-shield, this gun. It's awesome, and it's really long range as well. The only downfall is it takes about 2 seconds to get the shot off. Also 2 seconds to reload, but you get 2 shots out of it, so it's not too bad as long as the person doesn't move too much. So if they're close quarters, this really isn't the gun for you, but obviously close quarters we've got the dagger and the sword anyway. Skills wise as well, I have respect my skills, so I was fully in Bane, and I had actually put a lot of points into this as well. This is all to do with the dagger, and the thing is my gameplay doesn't actually use the dagger, and it wasn't until I was speaking to someone yesterday on the stream that I realised that I've actually made a mistake there, and I shouldn't be actually even skilling this. because I don't mind the dagger, but I don't enjoy it as much as the sword. So the plan is we need to go and complete the basic sword master trainer, so that we can start to open up this, which this is the sword kind of area where we can get decent sword skills. So that's the aim really for today, will be so that we can go and do that basic mission, open up this, so we can start to skill in this, and obviously just complete our normal missions. So that's what we'll be doing. And I was going to check out, make sure I had everything, so I'll make sure I'll do that before we go. I do not want to be coming back. The one thing I do need is probably water, so we'll grab some water. And this is when I realised that I've probably played another game that's picked up according to that it's not, so open. But you're not doing anything. Just have to love complex bloody computers. You know what, this computer tests me sometimes, it really does. Okay, now it's working. What should be easier is no. What I get for having things that are just so fancy that great when they work, but when you're trying to do stuff that's just basic and it wants to do its own thing. I'll have a little bit of water when we get back. That container carries a lot of water. We shouldn't ever run out of water now when we're out. I hope. Just make sure I don't have any more blood on me that I can drop in. I did do a blood run before I went to bed last night. I couldn't remember whether or not I finished everything I was doing, whether or not I still had any blood left, because I'm trying to fill it, but it's like half empty, but it was full and still processing, and I wasn't sure if I'd finished all of that processing. It appears I have, so it's all good. Change a bit of the sound settings. Yes, I did another review of my sound settings and hadn't realised that even though I was playing music yesterday, you couldn't even hear it. So apologies for that. I always try to make sure you guys have some music to listen to at the same time. Or at least the same music I'm listening to. Which is not the music I'd listen to if I wasn't on stream, but still, it's music. And it's not the game music. The game music can get a bit droning because you can't change it. Okay, so our first place we're going to is over here, which is just down here. Now we've had this actually since we've ever came across the gap, and I've always kept meaning to go and do it. I just totally forgot about it, and it's been lost in the corner. It wasn't until I was reviewing like things to do, what missions to be, that I noticed yesterday, like, oh right, yeah, I still haven't done that mission that I was meant to do a long time ago. So that's why we're going to go and do that one first, just because it'd be nice to get this one out of the way. I might have put the music on a bit too loud now. Too hard. Tell you what, it'd be easy if I could just set it at a certain level that it stays there. Put that down. The fine line between being able to hear me and hear the music and hear the game at the right levels, but hopefully that's about right, and we can just get going and get some games. Like, if I could just find the right sound settings and keep them there, would be great. I don't want to go straight ahead. That's what I was checking. Red sun, bad sun. Oh, but worm is also baddie. I'm moving over there. Won't pick it up. I could do picking it up because I'd put a couple more generators in, and yeah, I wasn't able to pull them. I thought if I had. All the way round. Probably on the edges it's going to be easier than this rock infested area. Stay near the edge, it should be relatively okay. Dart on if the worm decides to pop up. Get aggro. Just up there. Bases around it. You get to see the gun in action if there's some shield easier. No, you won't. You don't, but you do. Pretty cool. That better not be on top, it is. Oh. Always on top, isn't it? If you head on top, it'll be below. Just the way it always is. Someone's built their base right on top of an NPC thing. There is a shieldy thing there as well. How come like two of them looked at me and two of them didn't? Over here. I'm pretty sure I see a sword person. There they are. Oh, you are shooting. Usual. I noticed that recently, but until recently I hadn't actually noticed that. Oh yeah, we've got a new bloodsucker as well. This thing's super efficient, like 40% efficiency, which compared to the other one was only like 20. It's like double efficiency. One shot. There's like no more two-shot things. It's like one shot now. Oh crap!
Let's get the faster. I've got you covered.
I used to like. It's normally in 6. It's not. Oh, God, you stop getting the right gun out. That's Kirill, is it? Alright, that's cool. Leave us going in for you, mate. If you come out to us, I can now. Oh, MG. I like literally moved all my keys, all my stuff around into the wrong slots. I only got myself to blame there, but. We get blood from her. We did. We didn't, they just disappeared. Yeah, because this thing's so more efficient, we fill up way more faster. I might run this just so that we can see what treasures here. It's probably going to be quite rubbish though, compared to what we barely want, just purely because this is like post gap kind of mission, which will be relatively easy for what we're our level now.
What was that?
Someone here.
I need backup.
The whale butter, you can take like the shields out. Like you little knifey person.
Eyes on target. Shields up.
How is that even possible? You tell me.
I've got you.
That's the only damage most of my gear now. Some of my new gear. He came out of the stun way faster than they should have done. And then broke through my defense. Almost instantly. Like, that's not great. Oh, we're there. Oh, you are kidding me. Yeah, like I have a spare bike. To make a bike now. This game cheats sometimes. It's not cheating, but it's a bit glitchy when you don't want it to be. Build. I think we've got. Well, I said I think I used to have all the parts to make a bike. I'm just gonna like knock together the cheapest bike possibly can. Let's check what I've got first. Thing is, yesterday I'm pretty sure I actually got rid of most of the parts because I thought I won't need them anymore. I suppose I could put this together. I could do, but then I think I need actually. Pretty sure I'll need things that I don't actually have put together. Sweet wood. We ain't doing that. I've noticed I haven't got that much copper. What did another do for the wall thing? Did have an engine. I should have a spare bike. I was expecting this to happen at some point, if I'm honest, but not right this second I wasn't. It's the only thing when you keep things spread out everywhere, without organising it properly, which I've left for the weekend. Remember which box you put in watch. I know it's not in that. And we don't have any stuff there, so yeah, okay. Well, literally gonna have to make every single part. Got some copper upstairs that we can actually process. One. Got iron. We make with iron. What can we make with iron? And we make the buggy with iron. You sure it's aluminium, is it not? Or steel? Steel. I don't really want to make steel because that requires crystals and a lot more stuff. It'd be easier to make a Mark II bike. Big Mark III. So we'll make what we can. All the parts that are weak. So the chassis, that can be this, because that doesn't really require anything that strong. It doesn't really take that much beasting. The hull will also do. The hull, now all we need is the other parts that we'll do in the M2. No idea how many you need, but I'll put 60 through, I guess. don't need the inventory, we won't bother with that. We don't need the darts. We need 3 of these. At least we have the spare parts to make. Like, well, this is not ideal. We'll get there. My real fear is actually being on an island and then you literally, the only way you're gonna get home is kamikazing into a San Juan because you're trying to cross between 2 islands and you've got no way of actually doing it unless you literally kamikaze because you just know you're gonna die, you're never gonna get across. Would make the Mark III, but you need the Mark III engine because Mark III engine is quite considerably faster. It's taken a while to manufacture. And the final part. At least we'll have a better bike, which will be our spare bike when we get the other bike back. And we can leave. I believe we can leave this loaded in the actual gun as well, or whatever you want to call it, the vehicle transporter thingy that zaps them. That has a real name, but Lou's just not going to call it by its real name. Seven. 8. 2 more. And then we can start putting this thing together. We can retrieve our other bike. All brand spanking new though, which is nice. We're gonna wreck it straight away, probably. Okay, let's go and get a welder. Welding here. Got this. Says facing out. I mean, I need a module. I made 3 of them. How many freaking things do I need? Did I not pick everything up? Why I made 3? Did I not make 3? like it's robbed me of one of my things, or I feel like I've been glitched. Bugged me. We'll make another one. Maybe like it's robbing me though. Why is the 2 there? I don't know. Maybe it just hadn't finished making the other one. I don't know. It's not right though. There we go. All up there. I think it's ready. We put the back in. Oh, I know I was going to do that. I just realised as I got into it, I haven't filled the thing up. Now we should be able to go. Helicopter. That's right, jump. Have any pads for them? Not that anyone would harp on them, but still. Why does it feel like I've done the wrong way? At least the long way round is where I should be. Oh Christ. You can probably jump over it. Most awkwardly way possible. Fine. What's it like though? Way better than this bit. Any worms around? Is it okay? Or is that the wrong one? That's just Steve, I think. Around, get our bike, and we can pick up our death stuff that we dropped when we would have died, and then finish off the rest of the missions. And actually do what we wanted to do to start with. I think I dropped the bike all the way around here somewhere. Oh no, it's way further around. only thing in here with this is like every rock looks like the next rock, apart from the very big ones. But these ones, it's like, did I take that block or is it the next block? I remember that bit. I remember this. It was just around here. There it is. Away. And I was just about to say, I hope I did not forget to bring this. That would have been most annoying. Need to go up here and get our stuff. What are you doing? What is it down here?
Someone say,
Back up.
pow!
The original plan, I was going to go through it, but then it's going to be a bit glitchy around here. I'm not going to bother. Or you can literally do it.
Enemy found.
Well, D, not this time.
Enemy sighted! Need to reload!
Your watches, Mark. Reload.
I don't know why the NPCs up there seem to be like 10 times stronger than any NPCs in this local area and in the harder areas. And how they also break through a defense, but whatever. I'm assuming that they're a bit glitched. Where are you now?
Cannonball.
Oh, you've come all the way round. Are you serious? Die. Wow. Annoying person. Definitely taking your blood for that. Assistant NPC. done the mission there. Our next mission will be over here, which we need to drop off some iron. So we'll come back to this island and we'll mine a little bit of iron that we need to complete that mission and hand that in, and then we'll head north because it's up north where the basic Swordmaster mission is, and from there we'll then carry on going around the map, heading further east or west. Yeah, I suppose it's kind of west, depending on which way you're looking at it. Like if we're looking at the northwest now, it would be west, because it's that side of the map, and we're going to head over that side of the map now. So that's the island where our home is. Doesn't look like there's any salmon around right now. Oh, I hate that. Someone's crossed at the same time. Hopefully it'll go for them, not for us. Head around because there's some good iron stuff. That's iron. We only need 40, so I'm not going to get tons. We've already got more than we need, so that'll do me. Go ahead and that mission in now then, on the other side. Hopefully, actually I did read actually in the mission it needed something else possibly after this, but we'll confirm that. It said something about poison plants, which I've got a feeling are those like flowers that you can get the water off, but I'm not 100%, so I'm not exactly sure how you pick them, because even with the like water gatherer tool, it's not like a sheath that you can actually cut the grass with, so I'm not sure exactly how this works, or whether you need to get into a dungeon or whatever else like that. Like them, I've got a feeling it might be them, but don't know. Okay, so for now. I don't know which way's the fastest way. Like, pretty sure that way wasn't fast last time, was it? So you have to go where to climb. I think this way is going to be the fastest way. Why the hell it goes all the way back here, I don't know. All the way back here to get this. It's only because I like exploring right here. Like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, can we go further in? Let's explore down here. Last place I expected to get a mission from. At first I thought it might be the Harkonnen main like town. Just a military base. That's as far as we can go on the bike.
Back again. Here, you know what to do next.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
The Devil's Eye. That can't be the mission. Pretty sure that was the mission. Said something about getting poison powers. Not big, it's too close for where we are. We'll come away from it a bit, I'll see what the mission is. Definitely not find devils at a cavern, that must be another mission. It's moved. So if it is a mission there still. Now gone. Sandstorm. I didn't know sandstorms actually shoot on the map, so that's quite interesting. But yeah, that's a sandstorm. That also shows on the HUD as well. So if you look around and you're trying to work out where the sandstorm's coming from, without going into the map, even though it's good to now know that you can see it on the map, you'll see it on the HUD. Like there it is, just at the very top. Okay, so the next mission we're going to do anyway, because that mission looks like it's over, although there might be some continuation of that mission somewhere, is this one up here. This is the one we need to do for the Swordmaster, for the base Swordmaster. So, like in an area that I've never been to, so I'm hoping it's nice enough around there, not too rough and ready. I feel very like apprehensive of going that far over, because the last time I went anywhere near like that area, I got radiated almost to death. I don't have a radiation suit, so should get one, I guess, but they're not cheap on the player market, and I only recently have had the fabricator, and obviously I only made that yesterday, and you need the fabricator to make it, so up until now I would have been able to make it anyway. But it does also take quite a bit of aluminium and other things, and obviously think of better things of spending my aluminium on at this moment in time than a radiation suit for area that I don't really want to go in unless I need to. I think you also need to get tablets as well. So it's not just the radiation suit, you've got a radiation suit and I think the iodine tablets. Let's see, is that crossing? Probably want to cross here. There's only so many places you can cross, and further up here, like it is quite. The more you go up here, the more dangerous it gets. So I'd rather cross to the other side first. Not like directly to some stuff. Yachts. Looks like there's another cavern on the other side of that, or it's just a. Really can possibly go through it easier. If it's nice and flat down there, I'll go down there and get sun. Nice. A lot of red down there. The edges. I've never seen a red blob as big as that. Don't think they want you to go near there. They're just marking the edge of the map, probably. wonder if there's any worms down there. Looks quite big, doesn't it? Probably is worms in this. Stay close to the edge, we should be alright. Hopefully. Please don't eat me. See how it looks different, it looks kind of like a bit patchy. And there's like fog that stands over it as well. Edge through it. Miles away. Continue through this part because it's probably easier to get through than it is if we go up near the top. There'll be a lot more enemies and stuff up there and stuff. These are like in some ways pathways I found through the game. But generally, I've not seen any worms in them. So, don't worry about that either. Just normally going down some of them that have dead ends, which is annoying. You go so far down just for it to be a dead end. So you either have to pack up, put your bike in the thing, assuming you don't have anything loaded in it, because obviously if you have anything loaded in your bike, you can't pick it up. Literally going into uncharted waters today. So I've not been around here once. That way. I always keep an eye on the middle just in case start to see those worm vibrations. It's a sign to get off the sand. Mainly red sand I'm more keeping an eye out for than anything when I'm looking at the map. Directions as well, but I know roughly where I'm going because I can see the HUD, and obviously I've marked where the mission is. So I know where to go from that point of view, but I don't, like obviously, while I can notice the red sand, sometimes it does all, unless you're right on top of it, you can't always see it. So I try to scout a little bit ahead just to see if I can spot any red sand before I get anywhere near it. Need to go left or right. It looks like both ways don't go up, and I need to go up, sort of. Like I need to go straight ahead, and I can't. I can either go left or right. It's whether or not. Well, left's a dead end. Up, go figure. At least it wasn't a like long journey for a dead end, but dead end either way. That's a big field of plants. If I hadn't filled up my water thing, I could have filled water up here. Then, actually, you can drink when you're on the bike. We'll hardly touch the water. Nice having lots of water like that. That looks like red sand, even though it's not. Probably want to go up there, but the reason why I didn't go up that particular part is just because there's enemies there and well, NPCs. It's an NPC base. I'd say it is because it looks like it's a walled base there. That's the outskirts of it. Not anywhere near the base of our mission yet. Well, it looks like we can actually get to the mission just around here. If we go around this way, we should be able to get pretty close to it. We might not be able to get right up to it, but we'll be able to at least get pretty on top of it. Very desolate around here. Lonely. Down there, and that's an NPC base, so we'll park the bike here, hopefully out of the way so it doesn't get damaged by anything. Get new things that we don't need. Plants. I'm leaving that here so it doesn't get damaged if we do die. I'd rather like keep stuff that's not gonna, that doesn't need to get damaged if it doesn't need to get damaged. As you can tell, I'm super confident that we're not gonna die, but you never know. Come on. Like,
Tossing grenade!
killed him just as I passed through the shielding, well, the anti-gravity stasis field thing. We're going in there. Make sure it is a mission before we start going in somewhere and finding out it's not, and then wasting our time. This is the Devil Eyes Cavern. There are bound to be booby traps here. always tend to put them at the very start. Maybe not. Do one thing before we go in there, because it seems a bit dark in there. Just my monitor settings. You might be able to get some blood out of these guys, they don't look too dead. They're dead. They're dead. Like no enemies there or what? Someone must have been here recently. One of those. Oh, what the hell? That's a BB trap. Must be. That's poison. With disperse before it gets to us. I do actually have like some skills that are anti-poison, but still don't really want to go through if I don't need to. Mission done. That's the mission done. I hate missions like that. You spend more time going around getting to the damn thing just for it to be like fairly nothing here. There's not even any decent loot, which is surprising. Normally they give you good loot. Give us some reason to come here other than do a mission. They're normally, you can normally interact with these. These are normally like memo things that'll tell you about like why this cavern exists and that type of thing, or what its purpose was. I can only assume that this cavern might have a dual purpose, and if you come in here for what we're doing, it maybe wipes it or doesn't activate certain things. Either that or it's just bugged. Could be either or. Yeah, that's where that bug thing was. I did suspect it might have been a bit empty in there, only because like you don't normally have just one guard on these types of things. There's usually a lot of them. At least like 4 or 5 of them. So for there to be one person there, it's like it's a sign that it's slowly just respawning the area. Oh, easy mission. Bit boring, but mission done. Either way. Next one. So we've got 2 missions here. Paper trail. And the clipping wings. I'm glad none of them are in that. Hate that area. First blood. Plant poison. Oh, so that's the plant poison. I did say that there was plant poison that we had to go and do. So it's there. So when we go back later to the base, we'll head over to here. Maybe drop some stuff off, go over here, finish that back mission, maybe head back over, complete the mission, because that is the final part, getting the poison. But in the meantime, as we're right out here, we're not going to do that. We're going to head to, I think, do we? I think we'll head to this mission, or actually we'll head to this mission, head to this mission, head to this mission, probably then head back, drop some stuff off, come off and do that mission, and then come back and then see where that takes us, how long it takes us. It'll probably take us way more in travel time than to complete those missions, but we'll see. It might be a hard one there. Place a marker. Oh, there it is. This one's, the wheels are looking a bit orange and the engine's a bit orange, which is not good, but there should still be enough life in it to do at least the next run, at least until we get to the next mission, and then we'll swap things around. I haven't even been demanding on it today. Normally I get doing jumps and all sorts, and on those days I understand, like, feeling in distress. Today I've been a good boy. Oh yeah, to get that ornithopter as well, it's going to take us, well, it's going to take me the weekend pretty much to do it, because I'm going to have to do like probably 4 trips to the aluminium area on the bike with nothing on, in order to get all the materials needed to build all the parts for the ornithopter, which I cannot say I'm looking forward to the actual grind for that, but I'm going to look forward to having the ornithopter. So it's one of those, it's a trade-off, I guess. But I am looking forward to having the ornithopter, so we no longer have to do all of this, like navigate through rocks and have to worry about whether we're going to reach a dead end, or have to worry about having to cross where the sandworms are. It's just like a case of get in the air and get where you want, straight in a straight line. Because you can just go in the air and just fly in whatever direction you need to, without having to worry about anything. How you're going to get down a cliff and stuff, like I do now. Like, go around that properly. Yeah, we ain't doing this properly. We're jumping. That wasn't a good jump. I've done some really good jumps in the last few days, but that was just off the edge of a cliff. No acrobatical spins. Oh, and it's this place. Oh, I love this place. I've been in this place a few times. Normally when I get lost, I've been in this place and I've gone, oh, let's see what's in there. The only reason why I've been in there ahead of any missions. One of the first places I went to when I first came over this side. mission first, just to see what we need to do here. Oh, actually, it looks like it's behind. It's not here. Or is it here? It's hard to tell. The map's so deceiving. Like if you move around, it'll move where it is. I think it's actually on the other side. I don't think we need to come here. Flip the wings, sabotage animation stores. In a tower. Okay. Okay, well, head round. We don't need to go through there if we don't need to. It is a painful place there. Plenty of sword people, loads of people with shields. Or the type of people you just love to jump into. Great fun around here with them. Pretty sure though, it's down here. Down and around, so it's like it might be part of that, but not directly that. Unless it is that. We'll soon find out. It looks more like it's on the edge of the map. Now it's either up there, but there's that thing that's hanging there, but I don't think it's that. And it doesn't look like there's anything below. And it says it's a tower, so if you don't put a tower below a rock here, you'd put the tower on the rock. So I'm assuming it is up here. Whatever it is. If there's anything up here really. So it could even be that ball. Oh, it's further around again. Oh, right. Further around again. That means it must be on the opposite side of this. They're probably going to be pulling some NPCs at this point, trying to come through here. I don't really have much choice. I don't want to go down to have to climb back up. Scared of that. Oh, it looks like it is that. It must be part of that base. So it must be this back part of the base. So I did think it would be this base, but then it got stuck. That sometimes happens. It lets you walk into it and then tries to get you stuck on it. This area looks emptied. Another time it's being cleared out, so someone must have been here before, because there's usually tons of people walking across it all around here. Sabotage the animation stores. Free stuff? Oh, they definitely want them. just need these machinery parts. He put ammunition inside a barrel. Unless it's gunpowder. Stairs, probably on the very top level. So they'd normally expect you to clear the area, and there is someone there.
Fire in the hole.
Oh, they're all starting to fucking appear now. There's another one there. Fairly respawning. Oh, there's one there as well. Where have you all come from?
Grenade out!
These blocks. Force them closer to me.
Enemy sighted. I've got your back. Grenade out. Enemy.
Your water is mine.
Get the bastard.
Yeah,
Who
man.
are you?
There's
See your
someone here.
face. They all come here. They normally do. Very first time I did this, I actually did it literally just
That.
There's someone
cliff
here.
rocking like this. At the time I didn't have very good skills, so it was just the easiest way of tackling NPCs that are way more powerful than I. There was no way of telling them what to do.
Take them over.
These fields. I do love this gun. It's very good at getting through shields. Oh, bloody person with us these
Let's
fields.
get the bastard.
Stay under this rock and it stops you from floating off. If you don't have something that holds you down, you'll just float
Full arms.
uncontrollably. But here you've got a little rock you can put stick your head under and
Someone's
it'll
here.
float away. Sport when you're bloody grip. Because you didn't see it. And I don't want to hover over.
Get the
No,
bastard.
don't go back.
Throwing
I'll
grenade.
fall down the cliff.
I've got your back.
Another one down.
I've got you covered.
Reload. Your water is mine.
Enemy sighted.
Get the bastard.
I've got your back.
Damage from cliff jumps.
Who's there? Someone here. Who's there?
See their beady eyes. Did you see their beady eyes? Just over that rock.
Reveal yourself. Fire in the hole. Kill them all.
Die.
Give me your blood. Is the annoyance. They call it even. Seeing the size of the thing in comparison to our old bloodsucker. It's like huge. Oh wow. That'll send tons of enemies at us if we get spotted by that thing. They literally just spawn behind us. Came out of nowhere. Well, probably better with the sword here, just because it's just in such close quarters. And that gun, as good as it is, it's not very good at close quarters. It's actually really bad at close quarters. Might be far enough away to use the gun.
Who's that?
One thing I don't like about it is it does take like a little bit too long to take the shot off, and I've got to remember to keep my hand on the fire, because if you don't and you just like press it and release it, it doesn't even fire the gun, because it requires like a preload that you've got to keep your finger on it for it to continue through the loading sequence, or firing sequence should I say, not like loading sequence, because it's already loaded, but yeah, just a bit. More machinery parts. That's one thing I do like about coming to this area, which is one of the reasons why I've come to in the past a couple of times. Specifically for them, and those little geary things, but you don't get that many geary things here. If you've seen what these darts actually do, and one of the reasons why I like it is because they actually, even if a person puts a shield up, they've got slow burrowing. So what they'll do is, even if the person puts their shield up, it will slow right down. It's like on the Dune film, the original, where you've seen the dart, and it slowed down when it hit the actual shield, and rather than just deflect off, because it slowed right down, it just slowly went through and then attacked and killed. I can't remember who it was it killed. What they did on the first film, who died from that particular move, but essentially that's what this actual gun does. It's got like a burrowing darts that allow, once it hits the shield, it will just slow right down and slowly transition through. No more containers, we're already full. Alright, fair enough. That guy must have come from up here. That cleared that area, which is why I was a bit confused why I seen him where I just seen him, but I guessed he must have come from here. More like geary parts. What do we need? To steal. Mission complete, I think. Yep, mission complete. And we've got some good loot out of that as well, that will help us build stuff. I think we've got everything. Let's double check what we're hearing. We didn't miss anything. There's been a few occasions where I have missed something, which is why I've now got a habit of just double checking and going through. As long as I've cleared the area properly, obviously. If I haven't cleared the area properly, then I'll be scooting out as fast as I can before things start spawning. I think we should be relatively safe. I'll scoot over this side. Get our bike around the corner. What is around this corner, isn't it? With the bike. Down here. I'm sure I put it around that corner. It's like when you park a car and you come back to it in the car park and think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I parked here, but the car does not appear to be here. So next mission up. Trial, paper trial. And that then just leaves us some missions up here. Missions here. There's always missions. Plenty of missions. I don't mind it at this stage because I need the missions to get the leveling up. And it gets harder and harder, so we're just under level 60 I think now. Tell how much I very often keep track of it. I just know roughly where I am, not exactly the level. Changes, I'm really not bothered. As I get closer to 80, which is what I presume will be the top tier level on this, that's the only time I start to get excited. To that point it's just like hopeless. The last 10 levels are always the rarely grind, so you get to about 60 and you're about halfway, because if you're halfway in the grind, the last part is like the hardest part. It really is the hardest part. The real grind. Where did you spot me? Look the other way. Look at the map. Oh, it's in that area as well. I'll park the bike around here. Kill this person and then we'll drop some stuff off in the bike. Or have they gone away? Or they might have gone away. Watch me go to put stuff in the bike and they'll start attacking again. Normally what happens. Some of the heavy stuff. That's not very heavy, but I'll get rid of it anyway. What have we got in here that's heavy? Oh, rocks. Yeah, that'll definitely be heavy. Batteries. Yeah, we've got batteries there. We'll put that in there to say you get damaged. Like at the end of the day, it's not going to make any difference. But the only reason why I'm thinking of that is surely, like at the end of the day, these things will get damaged if we die or anything like that. So let's just say it's not getting damaged. Light darts we can probably drop because we don't need light darts. We do not have light. Don't really need them, but that might be good recycling them. Might get some base material in there that would be useful. Hello? Oh, not that I can pick it up anyway, but I just wondered. I want to show you guys that you can actually get blood from these. Because I've done it on loads of occasions. hear like a Gatling gun going off, but I can't see anything, and I can't. They're firing at us, or is that? I feel like someone else firing back at them. Nice. Oh, NPC on NPC.
Eyes on target.
Shield on.
Oh my god. 2 knifers. I hate them. I hate when you get 2 knifers. It's so hard to take out. You can't take out one of them at a time.
I require
Both want to be out there.
What?
Where'd that one go? I disappeared.
Who's that?
They're running around or something. I don't think you can get up here running around. It must be down there somewhere.
They're here. Help! Help!
And I need to get in some shade from burning through my water. Running away from you, I'm trying to get in the shade. While you're there.
Get them!
I'm assuming they killed that Gatling guy, although no, the Gatling guy's there. Looking at us, I think. Oh no, he's walking away. Like he's looking at us walking away, but I'm not sure. It looks like a nice treasure chest in there though. Guess I'm still calling them treasure chests, so we know they're not. Get the runaway base. At the end of this mission for here, or? Guessing we're running further away. There's some intel. Always good to sell that. Not that I've sold any of it, but apparently you can sell it. Here. That would suggest there's something here. Oh, there is. That's it. What you need to. That's what we need to get. And read this again. Like we've already read that. Is that everything? Some of these missions are like so confusing. Like some of them are very good story narrative, and the other ones like that are just completely random.
Who's there? Reveal yourself.
You could go around the rest of the base, but I don't think it's that big. I'm not sure there'll be that much to get, because that was the main area. Like you only have usually one place where you get the good chest, and then the rest of it's just outlying rubbish. Yeah, nothing up here, so yeah, I think that is it in terms of loot. So today, our missions have been, well, started off a bit bumpy, but a bit easy. But that's because I think some of the ones that we're doing now are actually meant for when you're much lower. It's just that I just haven't got around to doing them because I've been doing the high level missions. So we've done all that now. We've got nothing else local. Oh, actually, there is one there. Oh, that's the paper trail one. It's back over the other side. We've been over there before. I hate things that do that. That if you'd actually done it in the other order, that would have been perfect. You could have done that. It would have sent us over to where we were, because we were over here. I mean, you could come back through here and we could have completed that mission. But now we've got to go over to an area that we've already been down, and we've got enemies straight ahead of us. Awesome. Back where I need to go. I'm going to do it though, just because it'll annoy me that there's a mission out where I've been that I haven't done yet. It just annoys me the fact that if we'd done this in a slightly different order, that you could have just done that more efficiently. Yeah, but by now I love efficiency and doing things. Oh. There is one thing, we're not going to have to go exactly back to where we came because we jumped off a cliff last time. No way, we were climbing up that same cliff that we jumped off. We are going to need to find a way up there. Red sand. We can get past that red sand, we should be alright. To the right of us. Tradies base. They normally shoot at me when I go in near them, so we're not going anywhere near it. Any more nearer than we need to. This is the. This feels like the radiation zone. It really does. There's no need to watch out up there on that thing. He's a sniper as well, so he'll be taking snipers pot shots at us. Go this way. I really hope this is a radiation zone. Wow, look at those big holes down into the cabin. Do not want to be falling into one of them. be able to follow this around now. Hopefully. Not seeing any radiation signs. I only need to work out where that radiation thing is. Where the border lines are to it. Without actually exploring into it. Probably one of these bases we went past earlier. Like, is it over there? Like, directly down there? That could be it. It looks like where it is on the map. We need to get down there though. It is going to be a jump, I think. I need to check because there's no red sand directly below. I don't want to be landing in red sand. That wouldn't be good. It didn't give us the spin. I was hoping that last one might give us a bit of a spin. Catch it and spin it. No stunts this time, I'm sorry. No fuel. Luckily we do have fuels. Any reason why I kept it? Oh, we didn't have much though. But I could fill up enough. Yeah, that's really not much, but considering the distance we've already travelled, we should be able to get to where we need to go and then back home. We just won't be able to do any detours.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
The last sandstorm. Awesome. I can't hide the bike away. Not anywhere here. I think. Is there a cave anywhere? Get for when you're not paired for a sandstorm. And our bike is red as well, that's not good. The only good thing we've got is the fact we do have another bike. Another bike that doesn't have inventory thing on it. They didn't fit one. Might have to do 2 trips. How badly is the 5%, 4%. Wow. We don't have any flux. Well, we're not trapped here because we've obviously got the other bike. The only problem we've got is that we'll have to leave this bike here and come back for it to get the stuff out, some of the stuff out of it. Because the other bike without the inventory thing won't be able to carry that much, if anything. Actually, it won't be able to carry anything. Just, yeah, you do actually need the inventory to carry stuff, so it's literally going to be a trip back here again. For an area that I've not been to before. We've been here a lot today. This is not exactly where we need to be. Looks like it's further around. Shall we go up? No. If not. What I am going to do is I'm going to get the other bike out. And the other bike be put in the bike. Make welder wire, but you can't make the welder. Welder. I need to remember to carry the welder with me in the future. It is useful to have the welder, because if I had the welder I'd be able to take the thing off this one and put it back on the other one, but that's not going to happen. What I'll do is I'll take all the valuable stuff, really valuable stuff. Like, the blood is valuable. That makes us water. And that. Batteries we'll keep because we can get them anywhere. That we can get anywhere. That's harder to get. And iron ore we can get easy enough anyway, so we can keep all of that stuff there, that's fine. We can probably chuck this. So I put it in myself. Drop stuff we don't want. The only thing with this is it would be quite useful that if you're in it, that you can literally drop stuff. Oh, get on the bike. We can drop stuff without actually having to put it in our own inventory to drop it. Unfortunately, that's not how they've made it. They've made it so you have to put it in your own inventory before you can dump it. We'll dump that. Or maybe we should have kept the healing. I'll pick up the healing. The rest of the stuff can stay. Now we will switch over. Up, drop that bike in, and then we'll go. And we'll leave that for the stuff like that stuff that we've got there. While it'd be nice to have, it's easy to get hold of. It's not that hard. The stuff we've got is the valuable stuff that's rarer and harder to get. Especially the machinery parts and stuff. You can only get them from going in the bases and stuff and looting the main boxes, which are normally surrounded by tons of guards. We've just been really lucky today that we seem to be hitting areas that have already been hit recently, so they haven't all the spawned things that would normally be there protecting it aren't. Don't really want to park right here because it's a bit too close. Is that? It's probably one of those things again, but that does not look like it's part of that, does it? Don't want to run it if it's definitely not, but it probably will be that. It's just at the opposite end of. Oh wow, another one. Either that reset itself or I don't think it did because it looked like a different position. Is it me or does this area feel empty like the last one? Sometimes it's like a false sense of security. You get so far in and then all of a sudden things start appearing out of the woodwork. Oh, there's one. There's one at the back.
Where's my backup? Oh, found them. Let's go. Change them.
You're dying. Okay. Run. Run, rabbit, run. Set. Seems to be a lot of them came and got the woodwork there. I hate when they do that. They make it look really quiet. You go in to find out actually, nope. There are loads there. They're just waiting for you to trigger one of them and they all start coming out.
We've got incoming. Huh? Shield off. I require backup. Die. Get the enemy.
That didn't work out well. Thinking, oh yeah, you can just hover off of it and take a shot, but no. Doing that made me very easy pickings. I just asked for that.
They're here.
Oh god, my defense actually stood up that time. away from my bike because I don't want to damage in my bike throwing grenades and stuff. No? Oh, those darts are great. One thing I like about this gun as well, I noticed that it had long distance, and it was the deciding factor actually between this one and another gun that I went for. How did you spawn out? They're all coming out. It's like another one there waiting for me. How many?
No one
There's at
missing.
least one more there.
This one's a fighter. Now,
Where's blood I'm missing? I need more containers. I never have enough containers. I end up carrying like more containers just for blood and nothing else. Oh, bro. Hit it, dig it off.
You'll fetch a fine price.
Oh, there's another bloody person there as well. I can hear her. Yeah, why is it so noisy in here? Give them
You
settled
look
away.
supple and neat. Down, slave. I'm out.
Finally, anymore? Anyone else? Hopefully that was the last bugger. It'll be on the top floor, you know that, don't you? Like, you have to go to the top floor, and there will be some enemy around along the way, 'cause there always is. We need to get a wristband from somewhere. There's one.
Reveal yourself.
Here you go.
I need help. Kill them all. Need to reload.
Wow, lucky. It wasn't.
Need to reload.
So,
Kill them all.
Donner is respawn. It's actually pretty close to where we are, is it? Actually, no, it's not. Vehicle respawn. Do we have a vehicle respawn? That's some track. Closest. That or that. Fortunately, I think this is our closest respawn point. By the time we get there, back there, all of that stuff will be respawned. Oh, for fun. Oh my, not here. Literally. Oh, I know where we are. Explains why we have a respawn point here. The one I've placed down. Just not today. At least that one died yesterday. And we'll probably die trying to get out of here. Too hard? Now we've got to get over to the our body is, well, where our death thing is. At least we've got plenty of water. It's going to take a while. This is one of the reasons why sometimes you should definitely consider putting down not just a marker, but also when you get off your bike, you should have a habit of picking up a bike. Like I haven't today, just more for the simple reason is it was, well, I didn't really think we would die that easy in that way, but also, well, I have no excuses really. It is what it is. I'd say we learn from it, but yeah, we do, kinda. Still don't change my approach completely, but I'll adjust it slightly. I think I'll actually, thinking about it, we do actually have, I'll tell you why, we do actually have a vehicle. Don't know how long it'll last. It will die somewhere along the route. It'll get there a little bit faster. Then it dies. The street, tradies thing, sniper people. That's the last thing I need to do is run over that cabin. Probably don't want to be going for a base. Always an adventure. Well going that way. I don't think I've ever been down this far. That way is a big hole cavern there. Hopefully there's like a bridgey across it. Oh, over there. Go back a bit. Our bikes lasted longer than I was expecting. They will fall apart at some point. Oh, God. You know what? I'm gonna get off. Zap the bike, climb over, and then we'll get back on it. The other side. Occasions where this is definitely good not to have anything in the bike, so you don't have to go around and go over. I've not been to that big ship thing, or wreck, whatever it is. Part of, I think, of one of those giant ships that keep going overhead every so often. Because it appears to be like different parts that would make up one of those ships. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. I was thinking it looked easy to go around that way, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not. Very deceiving, this game. One way looks good. Generally I pick the wrong way and end up going backtracking and going the other way again. At least I've got a respawn spike now that I can place down here, so that should we die again in that area, we won't have to do this again. Pretty close. Let's see how much more juice we've got left in the old girl. cliff we jumped off last time. I don't think we need to do that this time. Plus the fact that if we do jump off it, it'll definitely die by the time we get to when it hits the floor on the other side. No fuel as well. This is plenty of fuel in it all. We got some spikes down now, so that's it. Announce you have arrived. They've all respawned as well. Been one on the top on the side there. It's not the most positive sign I wanted. When we pull that, we'll see how many more come. Recoil on this gun with it. So you've got to aim below, because by the time it recoils, it kind of fires two. But it's the second one is, I think, the killing shot. Oh, I hear some people. Yeah, it's the second one's the killing shot, so you kind of have to aim below, because the first one recoils the gun up, and then the second shot that fires off goes off. Person. If that's the person that killed us.
Reveal yourself. Get bastard.
Do not believe. Look, they've actually have all respawned. Tons of them there. And I'm feeling parched as well. Awesome. Station build themselves. toast. Oh no, you don't. You stay in field to me.
We lost, friend.
Hit the shield down.
On your knees, scum.
Any more? Or I just add something else.
No one will meet.
There's another one. Another one. Oh, these ones.
Reveal yourself.
Oh, not this time. Oh.
Identify yourself.
Seek the stuff. Well, yeah.
Who's there?
Well, as we're up here, see if we can get, we get the stuff we need. There's that guy, just seen him come upstairs there. Three shots to take them down. Interesting. Sometimes it takes one. It's like, depends where you hit them. I do tend to go for the headshots normally, but
Attention. Briggs and Molander have been sent to the slave pits, each with a dozen inkvine lashes to speed them on their way. Let this be a lesson to you all. We make examples out of a select few slaves when needed, but only when we have orders from above. We are here to do a job. The captives are not your personal playthings. Anyone who doesn't understand that will join those two in the pits.
that did complete the mission. Nope, it hasn't. Oh, do not tell me it's behind us. It does say it's a testing centre, and testing centres do tend to be underground. This is obviously not underground. This could be just the entrance to where we need to go. Oh, I can see we can drop stuff in the bike, but we can't, can we? See what we can get rid of. We can get rid of that. I do not want that. Testing station's there. Testing station. So we just ran in that thing. Hopefully this isn't a really long testing station one. I really hope it's not. Testing station number 63. And we'll have a hologram at the bottom that tells us what we need to do, or not necessarily what we need to do, but what the purpose of this station is for. Just wonder if we've got enough to craft one of them, which we don't. We've got 3 pieces of what we need. Oh. We're in the area. We've got a spawn point in the area. Just might mean we have to. Actually, let's go and get it. Let's go and move it. The problem is like if they spawn outside, they'll have to come back through and they'll disturb everything to try and get back in there. Easier just to get the spawn thing now and just place it there. Respawn beacons behind the vehicle. Oh, okay. I didn't see it. I need to hurry up before these things fucking start respawning. Where is our vehicle? Oh, it's on the other side. Oh, no wonder why. Get lost. Thinking, where's the vehicle? Oh, it's on the other side. No wonder why. Mission away. The fireplace in the corner. What the hell is it? I cannot see it anywhere. Just now because it's dark. On it now, it's flowing as well. Oh, that's past the marker. The respawn beacon isn't all the way over there. That's 3,000 away. 1,000 away. 9 meters away. 8. Like it's lost my respawn beacon. Christ. I want to pick the place. I want to pick it up. Pretty sure you can pick up more than one vehicle in one of these. Really fun. Question I got. Okay. Go in there. Before this starts respawning. Must kill it all again. Guide. Oh, no guide. That's normally where you'd see the guide. Looks like it's broken. Quite surprised the other ones aren't broken. Look like they're in derelict. There will be people around there. I guarantee it.
Who's that? Identify yourself. I require assistance.
I've got no healing. Oh god. I think this was a very bad idea. We might be able to do this scrimping through. I've done it once or twice, but not on the hardness this dungeon will probably be. Look how fast that person's walking. One thing I don't like doing a dungeon when we're like in the position we're in is not just our health, but the fact we can't pick up anything when we're down here, and we usually get very good loot down here. In these areas. It's almost like we're doing it just for the mission. Which we are, but with the added part of loot. So it's kind of like a double win. And when you're in this situation, it's like you're literally doing it for one reason and one reason only.
Do not struggle. Boom! Bombs away!
There should be... So it should be still another person. Who have they got them? Not well. I love how there was like one person and all of a sudden there was like four of them on us, and it was like, where did you all come from? Like, there was literally one person, and then you've all multiplied into like a ton of you. Do we go down or do we go up? Well, one will definitely have stuff what we need, or one won't. One will be hard, one won't. That'll be a hard zone. So that'll be one way. That's how we know that. One way. So you get, that's like a trap. Well, I say it's a trap. It'll have a boss in there, and essentially you have to kill the boss to be able to get through, or even get back out and get your stuff out. It's best to drop any valuables in some ways before you can go down there. That's red, so that means we won't be able to go further down there. Any enemies to kill here? It's quiet here. Getting our mission, wasn't it? Yeah. Just pick up what we need and go out. You know what? I think we're gonna go, guys, because I don't have all of what I really need to be able to run this dungeon properly. Like ammo, yes. Med packs, we could probably scrape through with 3 if we're really careful. But what I'm more bugged at is the fact I can't pick up anything. I'm just gonna leave so much possibly good loot here that I think it's more valuable to just come back later when we've got space. Oh well, not much we can do about that. I was hoping it wasn't I didn't even realise it was. I should have read the mission more. Had I realised it was a test centre that we had to go to, that I would have known instantly, no, we want to do that when we've got an empty pack. You pretty much want to come here when you're empty, and you come for an empty vehicle that has infantry, because you'll fill all of that and still walk away with loot that you've had to leave behind, which is still not great, but at least you're taking, you know, as much loot as you can. Where we're in a situation where if we win this, we risk doing it in a harder situation, but we're also not going to even benefit from getting any of the loot, and I hate doing that. That's the biggest annoyance I hate, running something and not being able to get the maximum out of that of it. Oh my god, there's NPCs over there. They'll see me. I know they will. Only 2 there though. There's a knifer, which for whatever reason is hid behind something. Didn't normally hide. Normally run at you. There you go. Against the sword. How the hell did she do that? Like, we just about got her by the looks of it, but she always came out of it and literally gone the longest way around possible. I was trying to actually avoid going through the base properly because I thought there'd be enemies that might have respawned by now. I didn't want to start pulling them when I'm trying to get out of the place. But we end up and run into anyone anyway. It's not as many, there's only 2 there, but literally run the longest way around possible to get to the bike. Okay, get on my bike and let's get out of here. Well, I hope you like the bonus content, because we should have finished the stream at 9 o'clock. We are still going. It is almost 10 o'clock, so you've got an extra hour on me. Not that I wouldn't continue gaming anyway, but I do actually need to go to the gym before. So So as soon as we get back, I will be ending the stream. But thank you very much for joining us. Please do consider subscribing if you're on YouTube, or following it if you're on Twitch. And yeah, like, you'll see plenty more of the Dune content, because we're going to do this into the end game. Then we're going to go in and start doing some PvP solo work, unless lose friends, that being my friends, start joining this server. There's actually already a few on here, it's just that everyone's gone quiet since I joined the server. Not because I've joined the server, but they've just generally stopped responding in our chat. So I'm not sure if they quit the game, because they've not even been online, so hopefully they're alright. And there's more than one of them as well, so they can't all be having problems, but they're obviously all busy, so. It's because I normally hug walls, but I should be hugging the walls, because just trying to find a way out, heading home. No marker on. They see an enemy and think, nope, I'd rather try and avoid going through people that are going to shoot at me. I've had enough of them today. And I just want to go home. Doing somewhere free around here. A little bit of red sun there, but it's quite far ahead. Yeah. Perfect. That's what we want. This is the direction we need to go. I think that's a sandbar, not a storm. Yeah. Maybe it's a sandbar. Probably need to head to here-ish. Think about here. Somewhere here. The marker down, that's the cross point. Easier going back around. And I'm not going to go forward off that cliff. Had enough adventures today. Do not want to be going down there. unintentionally. We dropped off the island before, didn't we?
Sector weather alert. A large
Oh my god,
sandstorm
that
is
big
approaching.
sandstorm. Getting some. I think we're safe here. Fastest in the building here. Not taking any damage. It's a good sign. Not like last time. I did say as well, didn't I? I said that I seen a warning thing, but no actual audio warning saying sandstorm approaching. Literally until it's literally right on top of us. At which point, yeah, you really don't have much opportunity to find shelter. Luckily we were near enough something that allowed us to get enough cover. Wow, what an adventure. What an adventure. Can't say it wasn't exciting today. Even if we died a couple of times and different reasons we had to come back in different ways. Made a new bike, which we're now on, which is the Mark II bike, largely apart from the chassis. The chassis and the outer frame is not Mark 1. That's because they just don't. You don't really need those two. I don't think they actually add much. Like they obviously they would be more durable, but you don't need the durability. Durability you need it for the tyres and the engine. There's two things we do now have for this. So yes, finally back. What an adventure! Thank you very much for joining us on today's stream. I appreciate the support, and I hope you all have a lovely evening. I'm going to call it there, and thank you very much. Good evening and good night.